Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of an Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Right, so this is the old cradle that Chick used to put all her branches on for the goats. And as you can see, it's a little bit fucked. So what it was actually when I put the shelf into the new tool room, I bought new steel rackings, but I still had the old one from the which is now the feed room. So I cut some of that off and used that behind the doorway, but I still had two of these left over. So this was the shelves, this was the rack. If you imagine this standing up ways, this was a shelf across here, this is a shelf here, and shelf here. And what I did is I just added one into the middle of all this, and the frame was already there, so I just added one into the middle, and two sides nailed them together, and that was the cradle. But like I said, over the years she's gone a little bit tethered, because the goats are pretty rough, believe it or not. They're pretty rough. So we're going to make up something similar to this, something similar, so that we can throw this one in the burn pit. So this is what Alfredo and I are doing now on the Aussie Farm in the Philippines. Right, so here we go. So we've got all the lumber here. So I got Papa to go and get me all the hard stuff, but I only got about I think 4 or 5 hard ones, and the rest is all fucking shit. So I wasn't happy, because this is the hard shit here. Right, this is from the bottom of the tree. This is nice and hard. But you got some of this. Look at this shit, look. What the fuck's all this about? Look at this, see? Look at that shit. So thank you, Papa, you're fucking amazing. Good morning, Alfredo.
Good morning.
Happy? See, always happy on the Aussie Farm in the Philippines. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to clean up the ends on these. We're going to make them 8 foot, and then we'll turn it into all 2 foot bits. So we should have enough here to do this. And we're going to use the big screws that Andreas Martin give us. Thank you, Andreas Martin. Look at these big bastards here, guys. Like, fuck my dog. These go through absolutely perfect. Seriously, and they will last. So I'm quite pleased. We've got 2 boxes of these. Plus I've also got the smaller type of one here. But I want to go for all the big bastards first. So that's what we're doing today, guys. Making a new feed cradle for Chick Chick. Okay. Right guys, these ones we need the ratchet. Beautiful. So these ones are so tight that the battery jewels just not even, it's not getting you in the last inch plus. So using that, it's actually working quite well. So there are ways around things, guys. Alright guys, so we've got it all done. So use the big metal clamp, clamped them all together, and I'll cut all these off with a grinder. These ones here, even though they're at the bottom, I just don't want any chance of the goats just rubbing their head or eye against them. So they'll actually all be cut off. So what we'll do once we come back is you've got to make this solid because they're fucking rough, guys. They're as rough as anything, I tell you. Rougher than my ex-wife. Then we'll put some supports across here. Across here, we'll put supports across here. On each one, they'll all be cut at the right angle so that we get much benefit. And they'll be on each one all the way down. We don't put any on the ends only we don't put any in the middle because that's where the branches have got to lay down all the way in between. So that's why we'll have to put these longer ones of these, of course, longer, and they'll go in like so. Longer. Happy? Hey! Alright, what's the time? It's 11:45. We're going to break now and I'm going to feed all my babies. And I'll see you back here at 1:30, Alfredo. Yeah, thank you. Right guys, so lunch is over. We're going to get back into it. So what I'm going to do, you've got to put some solid legs on it. So I'm just going to run two pieces across the, one across the top and one across the bottom, and put the leg down from that. And I think that should do it pretty well. It's very solid, and this is an extra 1.5 foot compared to the other one. So I think it'll still go okay. Fingers crossed. Look at these big bolts we got, mate. They'll fucking work, I tell you. This is how it's done, boys and girls. More air, sir, more air. So these screws, guys, go in bloody beautiful. Look how long they are. Christ. So we've got to cut them off, like I said, with a grinder later. Cutting this, but that's no problemo. Alright guys, so I've got legs on one end in. And tell you, these bastards here, guys, I tell you, incredible. So this has gone right down through here. This one's gone right down through into here, about there. And this is... Happy? Happy! Right, let's go down the other end. Alright guys, done. So we just cut off all the end bits. Like I said, these screws, guys, I wish they sold them here. I really do. Andreas Martin, you know what to do. You are the man. Like these just went straight down into here like that, look. Fuck, couldn't ask for anything better. All these gone through here, and we cut them all off. And like I said, this now is fucking rock hard, guys. So we're just going to turn it over and put some wood across the top here to stop the goats jumping in through there. But they will jump up into it, trust me. I've had them in there before and it's like they've got stuck in there and all that stuff. Alright, Alfredo, we've cut them all off. We'll turn it over now. Alright, so we'll just cut something into the right angle here so it fits in there, and that will also wedge it in nice and tight. Yeah. So we'll put from here to here like so, and we'll do on the other side. Like, it's fucking hard as it is now, but I'll tell you, these goats, they jump up, don't they, babe? Yeah. They jump up, they're inside of it, they're bloody stuck in it.
And the babies will just...
Kapunk. Now, I'll talk to Chick about something now. Right, guys, so sitting on the chick, and said my suggestion was to put just a little bit of wire underneath here. The young'uns can still stick their head through, but it's just going to put an extra bit to stop the branches from falling down. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the safety lock. Sexy. Right, so what we've done is we've bent all the ends back on here where they've cut these off. We've bent all these back around so that when they stick through they don't get stuck underneath their throat. You know, you don't want all their necks slashed open. So they're all bent down and over and done. So that's just to stop all the extra stuff falling down, because I know that when they're eating, some of the leaves fall down through the holes. So this will just give it a little bit more support. They can still nibble through these holes, that's no problem. The big goats can get through there, so there's not an issue with that. Right, so now we're just going to put an end piece across the top here, one either end, and that's it, guys. That's all we have to do. I'm not going to put anything else, no long ones, no nothing. Just that, because it screws are bloody good, mate. Bloody good, mate. Right, we're there. Right, so the girls come out and help, Chick Chick and I. So we put these scaffolding bars through, the same as we moved the what do you call those things? The chicken hotels. Put those through, grab one either side. And there you go, guys. That is one feed box. So it's an inch and a half more. It's a 1.5 foot longer. And like I said, this is quite good. It won't fall over. The other one I had was the legs were a bit narrow and it was falling down on top of them once. Only it happens once, it'll happen again. So it fell down on top of them and they were screaming like little bitches. So what I ended up doing was putting wider legs on it. So now this time I've just come straight out to the width here, straight out to the width square, and there'll be no problem with this, with them. So I'm quite happy with that. Now I don't put cement blocks underneath it because I move it every couple of days, otherwise you end up with this patch that was left here from the old one. So every couple of days we just, Chick and I get end over end, we just lift it up and just move it over 3 feet, and that's all we do. So there you go, guys, that's the feed trough for the goats. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Chick's over here with the goat stealers, the contractors, to see what's happening, and we'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching us today on the Aussie Farm, guys. Bye bye. Right, guys, ending of video. Have a look at this. So they're knocking this bank down where it used to be rice paddies. They're whacking this down. And that's all they're doing, just pulling back the grass and just pushing the grass back. That's all they're doing. They tried brush cutting it, that didn't work. They tried poisoning it, that didn't fucking work. So now they've got this thing out, they're just pushing it down. So it looks like they're trying to square up this block by making it down a little bit. So Chick's just asked them about this tree here. You know, even if I cut the bastard down, can they pull that bank down? Because our fence is supposed to come where that broken one is, across to here. It's supposed to come down to here. Well, there's the marker there. That's the marker. So that's where it's supposed to come to. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch us later.